Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
Well, Rutherford Issues here on WGNS is brought to you by Murfreesboro. I almost said Murfreesboro Electric. It's Middle Tennessee Electric. Well, that's partially true. Serving all of Rutherford County here, for the most part. Middle Tennessee Electric. I've got it. It's Friday, isn't it? Who reminds you that better communication leads to better service, if I were just a better communicator. Keep your contact info current at mte.com so that you never, ever, ever miss an update on billing and local outages. Well, I know a very effective communicator, and she is with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Rutherford County. It's Michelle Clifford joining us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Brian. How are you?
I'm tired.
You're tired? It's Friday.
I know.
You're almost there.
I just want a big
and
nap.
It's so nice outside. It's like sunny. Come on, Brian. You can do this.
I know. Yeah. I'm not going to get to see it until like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
I guess that's true.
But,
that's a good point.
Yeah. Another good point is we're going to get more sunlight starting Sunday. When we spring forward this weekend, our clocks change.
Is that Sunday? Brian, I'm so glad you told me. My kids are on spring break next week, so we're flying out Sunday. I would have missed my flight. No joke. I would have missed my flight had you not told me that.
Well,
I'm glad you told me.
That's why we're here, to give you information and, to make sure you make flights.
That would have been terrible.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's going to make an early morning flight even earlier.
Yeah, you're going to lose an hour. So, well, you can nap on the plane maybe.
Sure can.
Well, I know that's why you're awfully excited is spring break and you're ready to go.
It is. For my kids, well, ours is early, but it's spring break. So my mind is halfway there already. Like I'm halfway on spring break. So
yeah. Well,
we're excited, but we're going, you know me, Brian, I like the cold. So we're going skiing.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I like.
I do. Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good break. And, the kids at the club are not on spring break yet. They're looking forward to that. Spring break at the club is always fun. When the kids are out of school at the club, we're open. And so it's going to be full days of spring break. Theirs is the end of March at the club. And I know our teens are going to be doing local college tours. So, once a year in the fall, they do the week-long college tour. Well, they'll go to the Floridas. They'll go to Florida or they'll go to the Carolinas, or they pick different areas and they go for a week. But this spring break for them is going to be local. So they're going to visit local schools around here, local trade schools around here. They're going to do some career exploration. They're going to tour Smyrna SRM. They're going to tour SRM, which is always a good time. There's so much to see there. I think they're going to take them to the airport too to see that. So lots of fun stuff coming up for our kids at the club for their spring break.
Well, if it were up to you, they would be in the fall going to, like Colorado or Alaska so you could ski.
That's so true. Take me to the cold. Take me to the cold.
Give everyone else the beach, but give Michelle the cold. That's all good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yes. So spring break is March 30th, 31st, April 1st, 2nd, 3rd. That's the spring break for Rutherford County and Murfreesboro City Schools, which means you guys will be open from daylight to dark, right?
That's the best way to put it. I've never heard it that way. That's it. We say we do everything but wake them up and tuck them in on those days. But yeah, and hopefully we'll have nice weather like we have today for that, and tons of fun. We'll take them places. We have a lot of, I guess what you call field trips that come to us. We bring speakers in, we bring fun stuff into the club as well for spring break. We try to keep it fresh and different from just their normal after school days, and do, because it's a special time. It's spring break and we want it to be special for them. So looking forward to that. really excited for our teens and the stuff they have planned for them. And then also for the more local college tour, they will also take middle schoolers on that. When we do the big one in the fall for a week, it's just high school,
Hmm.
but this one, the middle schoolers get to join as well.
Nice.
So it'll be a fun time. And we join the Murfreesboro Club and the Smyrna Club join together for the different tours. And so it's always fun for them to get to be together as well.
So when the weather is as nice as it is today, and it's going to be this afternoon, do the kid are the kids extra rowdy? I mean, they want to get outside and just run, don't they?
They are. You're exactly right. They are. They're extra rowdy. In fact, my son, who is 9 and in third grade, told me yesterday they were having extra recess at school today. He was very
Nice.
excited for it. So, yep, same thing as the club. Like, it's just nice. They just want to be outside and running and playing. I mean, same. I want to be outside when it's nice like this,
Yeah.
too. Even so,
And
they
you've
are a
got
little bit
wonderful
jazzed.
spaces to be able to do that in both Murfreesboro and Smyrna.
We really do. We are so blessed. We really do. And a few years ago, and I think it's been maybe 3 years now ago in Smyrna, we partnered with Kaboom and they got a brand new playground in Smyrna. And the kids there got to help at the time design it. So they have a lot of fun. Both places have a lot of spaces, but it's really cool in Smyrna because it's their brand new, their designed playground.
Yeah. Well, this kind of
Hmm.
makes me think about, and talking about spring break and the kiddos being there, from early through the, evening, and when they get picked up, and then we do it all over again. Spring break kind of gets you a 1 week feel of what it's like in the summertime. And I'm sure you all are already putting together plans and getting a schedule together, and going to have a big time this summer, huh?
That's right. We start planning summer so early. And it's a 9-week program. In fact, our registration for current members is already open. They can already start registering, and then on April 1st it will open for the rest of the community summer registration. Um and so look for that. You can register online. But yeah, it's a 9-week program. We've already started planning for it. It's going to run June 3rd through July 31st. So it's all summer, and woof, it is go, go, go. You should come sometime, Brian, towards the end of the day and see the kids being picked up. And it is like the sunburnt cheeks, the hair that's all stringy. They almost have like this glazed over look in their eye because they're so tired. They've gone all day long in the sun or whatever playing. It's really cute and it's really fun. So yeah, this is like the practice for summer. Spring
Yeah.
break is. Hmm.
So club members now they're signing up, and then that will
Correct.
leave some spots open, starting in April. But those fill up really fast, don't they?
They really do fill up fast, especially in specific age groups. So our what we call Bainums, which is like our third and fourth gradish area, those fill up
Hmm.
the fastest first. They fill up first, and then so if you have anyone around that age, they will fill up pretty quick. There will be openings still when we open it up to the community on April 1st. It will not fill up with just our members during that time. Um, but it will fill up, and it will be a packed house this summer in both clubs. Our Smyrna club, when in the summer, I mean, I need to get the exact numbers, but you would be amazed at how many kids um are at the Smyrna Club in the summer.
Yeah,
Like think in the 400s.
that's crazy.
It's crazy. But again, we have a wonderful space, an amazing
Hmm.
building, an outside space. And just like parents in during summer, we try and keep them going, even at the club. So if you drive by either of our clubs in summer, you constantly see buses coming or going, where they're leaving out on field trips or they're coming back from field trips. It is just a rotating cycle in the club all day, all summer of groups coming here, going there, here, there, and yonder, just rocking and rolling in there. It's quite impressive. The controlled chaos, it's not chaos because they've got it planned out. But when you throw that many kids in, but they know where they're going, they
Yeah.
got it going on.
I was just thinking in my mind that I'm so old, but you were around then too. I'm not calling you old,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, I remember visiting the Smyrna Club over when it was in by the Ace Hardware,
Yes.
and boy, how you've grown.
Oh, yes. I know, Brian. We have, can you, a lot,
Yeah, yeah.
a lot. And we opened those doors to the Smyrna Club. It's been over 10 years ago now to the new facility.
Hmm.
And boy, we busted at the seams right away. We knew that there was such a need for more. I can't even imagine now looking back the summers in that
Oh, I know.
space over there next to the hardware store.
So it kind of became one of the largest clubs in the state, right?
It did. When Smyrna first opened for several years, it was the largest and largest by attendance,
Hmm.
most attended club in the whole state of Tennessee. I think some others have over the years added on space or built newer buildings and have larger facilities now. But Smyrna is still one of the very top most attended clubs in the whole state of Tennessee.
We've got Michelle Clifford with us today. We're talking about the Boys and Girls Clubs of Rutherford County. Youth of the Year competition this week. Do we have any
Yes.
news?
Okay, so I love Youth of the Year. It's one of my favorite things. Each organization has a competition and picks their local Youth of the Year. Ours was Kayla, and she went this week to Nashville and represented Rutherford County with all the other Youth of the Year from across the state. And she represented us so well. I go down every year because they'll have a lunch, and all the Youth of the Year candidates will give their speeches, and I love that hearing them speak. They are so. I mean, you just watch in that room at these they're not children, they're teens.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, they are for sure the future leaders. I mean, the way they are so poised, and at that age, they're poised better than I am right now. You hear me stumbling all over my words sometimes. It's very impressive. I love going. And Kayla represented us so well. We were so proud of her. And she spoke in front of a room of people from all across the state. Representatives were in there, legislators were in there. And she also had to do 2 interviews in front of a panel of judges from across the state. She did really good. We're proud of her. She is not the Tennessee State Youth of the Year. The young lady who was picked is actually from Nashville. The Nashville Youth of the Year was picked, and she will go on to represent the state at the regional Youth of the Year in a few weeks, and she did great. I mean, they're all so impressive. Brian, you would love it. I should get you to come
Yeah.
sometime to the
Yeah.
lunch. Yeah.
Well, we know who our Youth of the Year is.
Yes, Kayla is number one in our hearts.
That's right. Well, congratulations to Kayla, and I hope she had a lot of fun this week. I know it had to be nerve-wracking. It always is, and things like that. But hopefully a time to reflect on that. And I know you all have really kind of showered her with lots of love and all that. So congratulations on a wonderful, wonderful representation here for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Rutherford County, huh?
Yes, thank you, Brian. Yes, and I think she's going to now that the competition is over. She really couldn't give her speech, I think, like out in public until then. I don't, it's just kind of the rules, I guess. And so now that it's over, though, she's going to be representing our club around town and in different things. I think, Brian, we're sending you some stuff for her of
Okay.
her speaking now that the competition is over. So everybody look for Kayla. She's a rising star, and she's going to be around town, and I promise you'll be impressed with her.
Well, I tell you what, if you'll shoot a video and let her just, give her speech on video, I'll post it on our big GTV channel here.
That'd be great. Yeah. Thank you, Brian.
That'd be cool. And then then that'll be something that she can go back and look at and be horrified when she's 22 or whatever. But,
I know. I'm proud of her though. She just
Yeah.
did good. She really did good. And her family just went to Africa. Like she's a pretty impressive young lady. She's fun to talk to.
Well, in our last minute or so here, you wanted to talk a little bit about career exploration. So what's that all about?
Yeah. So our teams, as we kind of talked about a little bit earlier, they're going to do some tours over spring break.
Yeah.
SRM is one of them. But they're also loving. We've had some speakers come in from different careers to speak, and the teens are loving that. It's been fun to see them react to that. So if anyone's interested, reach out to the club, call us 890-2582. We love having people come share their passions and their careers, and the teens are loving it too. So just really focusing on that with them. Excited to see all the fun things they have planned coming up in that.
Perfect. Well, good stuff. Steak and Burger coming up in the next few months. You have a speaker yet?
Brian, I'll let you know as soon as I do. You're my first call every time. I know you're going to ask me. It can be November and you're going to ask me.
You're right.
And I wouldn't expect it any other way. And you will always be my first call. But yeah, plan for this summer. We are in the final stages of confirming that speaker to be able to announce. And it's going to be a good one. It always is.
It always is. Michelle, thanks. Enjoy skiing.
Thanks, Brian.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. That is Michelle Clifford joining us here from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Rutherford County, and that's it for our show. Until next time, take care out there.